Hey guys, just a real quick video about my Sunday school lesson today in church. And today my pastor actually was leading the Sunday school message. The normal Sunday school teacher was out on vacation this week, and it was on Genesis chapter 3 several verses, but verse 15 was in there, and he actually read the portion. The way that the Sunday school lesson works, it breaks it down into usually 3 or 4 different paragraphs of scripture, and has a little commentary on it afterwards. So he read the portion where it said he will strike his heel and he will strike his head. And he actually read that portion. It was the CSB translation. Here's the really, really interesting part. In the commentary, it said that this was one of the first, or is believed by many biblical scholars, that this is one of the first messianic prophecies that God is basically saying, I will make a descendant from Adam and Eve that will overcome Satan and crush his head. And the commentary literally used the word bruise his heel and crush his head. Now, why would they use that exact wording when the scripture they used, which was the CSB, I don't think it was the Holman CSB, I think it was the regular CSB, but they used that particular scripture, and it said strike his heel and strike his head. That was the translation that was used. Why would the commentary differ? And here's the other thing. As far as I know, and I could be wrong, Kat's probably done a video about it before, but to my knowledge, the only translation that still says bruise his heel and crush his head is the NIV. If I could be wrong, could be mistaken. Either way, it's not found in the King James Version. It's not found in the New King James. It's not found in the CSB, which most of those are your standard for a lot of these churches. And I go to a Southern Baptist church. But the commentary said that. And then the pastor actually read the commentary. And I mean, of course, my Mandela radar is going off, but I don't, I've gotten to the point where I don't actually detract from the message of the lesson, and the message of the lesson was it still followed biblical truth, biblical scripture, but it just strikes me as odd that you just read the passage. It didn't say that. It didn't say anything about bruising his heel, crushing his head. Didn't have anything to do with that. It was even. It was a strike for a strike, a bruise for a bruise. That's what it says now. So, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like now. I mean, I see it every week in Scripture when we're in church. And I don't let it, like I said, I don't let it be a distraction, but it's there. I don't know how people cannot see it. I mean, you can still have church and see biblical changes or Bible changes and still have church and get a message. That's still possible. It might not be for long, but it's still possible now. So, I don't know. Just thought you guys might find that interesting. But anyway, I've got a couple more videos I'm trying to work on. One is actually it's pertaining to a letter or an email exchange, or I guess instant message exchange I've had with one of my followers on Twitter, and it's one of those things where I feel like it needs to be addressed, and you know, both sides of the coin need to be looked at. So anyway, take care, guys. I'll be looking to upload some of that here shortly.